random person on the internet. My name is Nayaket, and it has been a while, so yeah, let's just get right into it. So, long story short, I've actually just been playing a lot of video games lately, and it kind of distracted me from drawing, so that's why I didn't upload for a while, and if I drew, it was for a project that I can't show you guys yet. But I'm back, kinda, who knows for how long, and decided to draw my Splatoon OCs because Splatoon is one of the 3 games I've been playing lately. Oh well, actually I should say playing a lot lately, but you know what I mean. So first a little backstory about how I kinda got introduced to Splatoon. First of all, I didn't own Splatoon 1 because I didn't have a Wii U. We had a Wii and we didn't really want to buy a Wii U because we felt like we could have spent that money on something else rather than buying another Wii, because at least to me it kind of felt like the same, and I think a part of me knew that Nintendo was cooking up something different than a Wii U. Plus the Wii just kept me entertained for long enough. And then later Splatoon 2, I believe like 2 years or 3 years later came out. And somehow I just didn't want to buy it because honestly I don't have a reason, but I think it's because I thought, oh, you have to have played Splatoon 1 in order to play Splatoon 2. And Splatoon 3 I didn't buy like a year after its release, and I feel so stupid that I didn't bought it before because I absolutely love the game and the characters. It's such a shame. I should have bought Splatoon 2 and I will never forgive myself for it. I guess technically I could still buy it if I wanted to, but I feel like, you know what, I have Splatoon 3, it's good enough, and if I want to watch some content for Splatoon 2, I'll just, like, watch old YouTube videos or something. Actually, a friend of mine told me about Splatoon before, but I just didn't feel like buying it. He actually introduced me to a lot of video games and is trying to get me into Genshin, but nah, it's not really my thing, dude, I'm sorry. Anyway, let me go back to the topic of this video, which is my Splatoon OCs. As you can see, I have 5 of them. All 5 of them are based on the agents in the games. And if you don't know the games, the agents are essentially the character you play as in the story mode of each game. So in Splatoon 1, you're Agent 3. In Splatoon 2, you're Agent 4, but in the DLC, you're playing as Agent 8, which was the first Octoling you play as. Splatoon 3 you can choose between an Inkling and an Octoling, and that's the new Agent 3 because the old Agent 3 became Captain 3, and in the DLC you play as Agent 8 again because Agent 8 just can't get a break. So in canon there are 4 agents, but for a new Agent 3 I just couldn't choose between an Inkling or an Octoling, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do both. And there is nobody who can stop me. So for this video I actually first did the line art of each character before moving on to coloring. For my previous videos I first did the character before completely finishing a character before moving on to the next character. But usually I do the line art first before moving on to coloring, no matter what the drawing is. So I'll just see how this goes, and if I don't like it, then I probably won't do it again. But if I do like it, then maybe I will do it more often. So after I finish doing the base coloring for each character, I'm going to move on to Shiro Sasaki, who is my Agent 3/Captain 3. So for Shiro, I knew that I wanted him to be a silly boy, basically somebody who is traumatized but tries to play it off as with jokes. And I gave him scars in his tentacles because Canon 3 also has them. And I actually made his right eye, while for our POV it's his left, green, for the sanitization that happened in Octo Expansion, which is the DLC for Splatoon 2. And, well, for casual clothing, I just wanted him to have this Adam Sandler style clothing. Next to him is my Agent 8, who I named Nate. Well, in canon, Shiro named him Nate because he doesn't remember his actual name. He is more emo looking, I guess, more like cool looking. I also gave him the more actual color palette of an Octarian soldier because I liked it. And Nate is the type of guy to act all serious and mysterious, while in reality he is actually just a huge nerd. Next up is my Agent 4, who I named Mickey Grimaldi. She is more of based on the amiibo for the Inkling girl of Splatoon 2 for the color palette. She is the only one who is still in school. She is very easily stressed out, like one thing just has to go wrong and her entire day is ruined. Despite her looks, Mickey is the strongest / best player in the group, or best agent, so she is someone you shouldn't mess with. Next up is one of my 2 new Agent 3s. His name is Elio Alfred and he is Agent E in my version because, well, there are 2 of them and they can't both have the same name. So he is the Octoling of the 2. I gave him the color palette of the Inkling girl for Splatoon 3. Elio is definitely the peacekeeper of the group. He tries to keep everybody calm and happy. I would say out of the entire group, he is the only one who has himself together. Like he just knows what he is doing and doesn't really cause any trouble and is just minding his own business for the most part. He just often finds himself in weird scenarios because he follows Kaya around everywhere. Speaking of, here is Kaya. She is the Inkling and the actual new Agent 3, well, that's her actual nickname. I gave her the ink color of the Octoling boy, as well as the small fry. To keep it short, she is definitely the troublemaker in the group. The one who will probably land the group into jail if it exists in the universe, because I have no idea. It probably should exist, but I don't know, like I said. But anyway, I wanted to finish this drawing for a long time, but didn't find the motivation to. So I decided to just start recording myself drawing and just make a video out of it. I've been uploading a lot of Splatoon art lately on both X and Tumblr, and if you're interested, then maybe if this video gets like, what should I say, like 10 likes? I think 10 is doable. Then maybe I will upload, or well, record myself actually playing the game. I will also upload more information about these characters on my Tumblr. Maybe some info on X if somebody is interested, but mostly on my Tumblr. Tumblr is my way to go to actually upload like character references or ideas for characters. So if you're interested in it, you can follow me there, but I will also link any other social media that I have down below if you're interested. I know this video is low-key a mess, but I am still learning, and I hope with the more often I make videos, the more smoother it goes. But only time will tell. So anyway, have a good night or day or whatever, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!